Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll use the concepts of vector addition to solve this problem. So as per the problem, in triangle ABC, a median is drawn from vertex A to the midpoint of BC, which is labeled D. And if vector AB is equal to vector B and vector AC is equal to vector C, prove that vector AD is equal to half of vector B plus half of vector C. So the first step to solve this problem is to draw a diagram based on the given information. So we are given that there is a triangle ABC. So let's assume this is our triangle ABC. So we can label this as point A, point B, and C. Now median is drawn from vertex A to the midpoint of BC. So let's assume this is the midpoint of BC, which is point D. So BD is equal to DC. Now if vector AB is vector B, so this is vector B, and vector AC is vector C. So this is vector C. So vector AD is represented by this side here. So the first step here is to analyze vector AD. Now vector AD means we're starting from point A and stopping at point D. Now vector AD can also be described as vector AB plus vector BD, because the alternate way to go from A to D is to go from A to B and then B to D. So that will be our first step. So we'll write vector AD is equal to vector AB plus vector BD. Now vector AB is given as vector B. So in the next step we can write, so A vector AD equals vector B plus BD. Now we can also analyze vector AD in terms of point C. So an alternate way to go from A to D is to go from A to C. So vector AC plus vector CD from C to D. So we can write that here. So AD vector can also be written as going from A to C and then from C to D. Now we are given that vector AC is equal to vector C plus CD. So these are the two equations we have to use to prove the given statement. Now the next step is to add these two equations we got for vector AD. So I'll write them again here. So I got AD is equal to vector B plus BD vector A plus CD. Now if we add these two equations, we get AD plus AD vectors equals vector B plus vector C plus vector BD plus vector CD. Now we have to analyze vectors BD and CD. So we know that D is the midpoint of BC. So that means vector BD is equal to vector DC, because both have the same magnitude and same direction. So that means vector BD is equal to minus vector CD, because when we flip a vector, we change the sign. So we can do this substitution in this equation. So we can rewrite the equation as, so vector AD plus vector AD equals vector B plus vector C and then minus vector CD plus vector CD. So now we can simplify this equation. So on the left side, vector AD plus vector AD will become 2 vector AD because they are same vectors. And on the right side, CD and negative CD vectors will cancel each other out. So we get vector B plus vector C. And now we can isolate AD by dividing each vector on both sides of the equation by 2. So the 2's on the left side cancel each other out. So we get vector AD equals 1 over 2 vector B plus 1 over 2 vector C. So this should be the final answer because that's the vector statement or vector equation we have to prove. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.